Welcome back, Brighten-Up-Sunshine here. Every day, as we know, a new beginning. Today we're going to dive into the critical topic that affects not just America, guys, but the entire globe. So go ahead and give the day's artwork a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Let's talk about Harris versus Trump and what's at stake for global politics. We're going to explore their contrasting visions, their policies, and their border implications. We will uncover how their actions may actually shape the world for years to come. Before we dive into the specifics of Harris versus Trump, let's take a moment and understand where we are, the current political landscape. The United States is facing several challenges. I won't be able to cover them all in this video, but we're talking about economic instability and all that covers, healthcare concerns and all that covers, climate change and all that covers, and you get the picture, and international relationships. The issues create a backdrop against which both Harris and Trump operate. So there's a lot at stake and a lot on the table, and we could not be further apart. As we look at their policies, it's essential to consider how their choices will resonate beyond our borders. Their decisions have the potential to influence global trade, security, and diplomatic relationships. Let's see. Let's go ahead and start with Kamala Harris. As the first female vice president, could she be the first woman president to hold the office? Her role symbolizes a significant shift, no matter what you think, in American politics. So let's go ahead and focus. Harris's focus on healthcare reform. She wants to include expanding access to affordable healthcare and address systematic inequality. She's championed climate change initiatives aimed at reducing emissions, promoting sustainable energy, and in immigration, her approach reflects compassion. Is this the story they want to tell us? And inclusivity. So I'm just saying what the teams want us to believe. What you believe is up to you. You can leave your comments below, but I'm trying to just go right down the middle with this and just give you the facts. Although she has faced criticism from some who see it as being too lenient on immigration. Additionally, her work of criminal justice reform seeks to, well, it seems that she wants to fight injustice. So that's her justice reform. Again, there's a lot out there about that, and you can watch so many more of her own clips and what she actually did do when she was district attorney in California. But how do these policies impact global politics? Harris's leadership style emphasizes that she wants to collaborate and have diplomacy. Her focus is on international alliances, particularly alliances with Ukraine and others, politically and addressing climate change. So she aligns her views with many global leaders who advocate for collective action, is what the story is. However, critics argue that her policies might not resonate well with more conservative governments, potentially creating tensions in international relationships. As you see, this is really a lot on the table, and it is going to affect more than just the United States. Now let's turn our attention to Donald Trump as former president. Trump's influence remains significant as his potential returns to power is a topic of great interest for many. Let's talk about his policies, which would be economic nationalism, some say, immigration restrictions, foreign policies with America first, bringing back the jobs, deregulating, and tax cuts. Some even say, with his recent interview with Elon Musk, he even talked about getting rid of the income tax and going to tariffs. So that's interesting. Now, Trump's policies have often centered around economic nationalism, some say, prioritizing American workers and industries. His immigration stance has been get rid of the bad guys, is what his team says. Get rid of the ones that are in the gangs, the ones who've created crimes, secure the borders, reduce illegal immigration. And this would be his, what they call the American First foreign policy. It reflects a preference for bilateral agreements, meaning what's good for you is also got to be good for me and America, over multi-level corporations. Like he's not corporations, not corporations. So he's not worried about American tax dollars going to fund, let's say, the one that's in the news a lot is the Ukraine thing, as much as what do we get out of it? How does this protect us? Shouldn't European nations be paying just as much as we are? And this can lead to friction, as you can see, with traditional allies. Now, Trump's approach could lead to a more isolating stance, some believe, which could impact global trade, talking about those tariffs again, international stability. His supporters view their policies as necessary, though. It's a necessary step to protect American interests, is what they're saying. We have to protect America, America first. While detractors argue that they could alienate allies and destabilize international trade and relationships. Now, again, that's the news. Now we've explored the policies of both these leaders. Let's go ahead and discuss what truly is at stake for global politics. And what is that? How about global alliances, economic stability, climate change actions, and human rights issues? The outcome of Harris and Trump's little run here will signify a change and influence in global alliances. A Harris presidency could actually strengthen ties, some believe, with countries focused on climate actions and social injustice or social justice, fostering international cooperation. Conversely, a Trump administration might lead to more transactional relationships, prioritizing national interest over global interest. Now, economic stability is another critical concern. Harris's approach may promote global economic recovery through partisan partnerships and shared initiatives, while Trump's focus on national interest could actually lead to trade wars and economic instability, some believe. A lot of the same thing they said about his first time. Now, climate change is a pressing issue that transcends, it's going to cross the borders, guys. The Biden-Harris administration has committed to international climate agreements, which could actually affect those global climate change, the whole goal of combating climate change globally. In contrast, Trump's skepticism about climate initiatives may stall global progress in this area, some believe. But I believe with Elon backing him, well, that's my personal opinion. So I'm not as worried about that, only because Elon's got a lot of things toward global climate change things. So that's also very interesting who Trump is surrounding himself with. But this is not just my opinion, but these are some of the things that people are saying. Trump isn't going to do that. So let's talk about public perceptions and voter impact. The public perception actually plays a vital role in the dynamics of political rivalry. Voter sentiment can shape the direction of policy and influence and the behavior of both of these leaders. So social media it's amplified the voices of both supporters and critics, allowing for real-time reactions to policies and speeches, and grassroots movements are gaining traction. And we can see that from MAHA, right? Like Make America Healthy Again. These things are gaining traction, demonstrating the power of collective action in shaping political discourse. Maybe through social media, people believe they're even being heard more because it gives their voice a platform. So let's wrap this up in today's video. In conclusion, this debate, this rivalry between Harris and Trump is about more than just America and American politics. It has far more reaching implications for global dynamics. As we approach the next election in just a few days away, it's critical to stay informed, to stay engaged, to stay updated. Decisions made today will shape the future of not only the United States, but the world. So, post your comments below. What do you guys think about this? I want to thank you for joining me today here at Brighten Up Sunshine. And if you found this discussion enlightening, and that's exactly what it was, a discussion, just, well, if you drop some comments there, it will be a discussion, but it is some more information for us. Don't forget, guys, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, share your thoughts in the comments below. Watch the next video. I'll see you there. See you later.